burn all of the king's house, shame them, that's what they were doing. Shame them, drown off, and then everybody that was supposed to be great, they humiliated. That's what they did. That's what I'm talking about on this morning. Burning houses, drug them off, captive. But now Nehemiah has this vision. He wanted to build the wall again. And as he was building the wall, the people that were with him, in other words, the faithful few like you all, had a mind to work. And just like the Lord said the same Wednesday, we're going to show up at 6 o'clock so we can try to get some organization structure on all of our delinquent members, half of who I don't even know. So we're going to work together and try to get these people back involved with the Metro East Church of Christ. Half of them, we don't know where they are. But we're going to have a task of trying to get them back involved. But the people going to have a mind to work in. We had so many programs. But all the time, these programs was only as good as the people working. So therefore, most of the time, they wouldn't contact the people. They still wasn't sure. But the people got to have a mind to work. And as they conspired to come to fight, trouble came from on the outside. They came from on the outside. You know we already had people trying to say, we tired, we can't make it. The enemy came to try to stop them from working. Trouble came from without. But then, as trouble came, half of the people built the wall. They didn't stop, what I'm trying to say. Half of the people kept working. Half of them stood guard. I guess they probably were alternating. You work a while and I'll guard a while. But it was teamwork, what I'm trying to say. As they worked and as they worked and as they stood guard, then even the people who it got so bad that even the ones that were working had their sword. In other words, they had to have one hand on it, like they had their pistol drawn, because they didn't know when those guys were going to show up and try to kill them and take their life to stop them from building this wall. See, they wanted everything to be where God would be humiliated. They heard that the glory of God was in that city. And how people would come from miles around to come and worship in that city. And so they were trying to stop them from getting back on top. Because at one time, you know, Jerusalem was on top. Because they had God on their side. And God had made a promise to Moses. He said, if the people do not obey my word, he said, I'm going to scatter them. But he said this, and he kept his word. He said, but there will be a remnant left. In other words, there will be some people left to carry on the name of Israel. God said, I won't completely destroy my people. You remember? He gave signs and rainbow. He said, I won't completely destroy them again. It hurt God that he had to do what he did. But he said, never again will I completely destroy man. And he had to leave somebody of the seed of Israel. So he said, I'm going to leave a remnant. But all the other people, They drug him off like common criminal. And these people remained. And God put it in Nehemiah's heart to build Jerusalem again. It got to be in your heart. That's why the song said, it's in my heart, serve the Lord. So it got to be in your heart. You got to have a mind to work. You know that trouble gonna come with that. Right now, they ain't no enough way. Wait till everything get you going up here. That's when they gonna come. Or when you get halfway there. See, by the time you get halfway there, you done got tired now. When they got halfway through building that wall, that's when Sanballat and Tobiah got all the people together to come and try to destroy or tear it back down what they had built. But there's something that Nehemiah did as I get ready to close. He said, nevertheless, we made our prayer unto God. Sometimes you just got to tell God about it. That's the reason why Paul said in Philippians, he said, be careful for nothing. Always in prayer and supplication. Let your request be made known unto God. He said, tell God about it. He said, in the peace of God that passes all understanding will guard your heart and mind, or keep your heart and mind. He said, let your request be made known to God. Stop telling people all the time about your problem. Start getting down on your knees and tell God about it. If you need something, get on your knees. Pray. Stop telling people. Because I don't know if I got a chance to say it over here. Dream killer. Did I say that? Y'all don't remember, so I ain't saying it. You got folk that are dream killers. The moment you tell them about what you're trying to do good, they're going to kill your dream. They're going to tell you, sister, well, you can't make it. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make no money. So whoever in here got their business, they're going to say, you can't make it. That's what you call a dream killer. A dream killer. They trying to snatch your joy. But that's the reason why Paul said, rejoice in the Lord always. I don't care how bad it is, rejoice in the Lord. He said, let your request be made known to God. Let your moderation be known to all men. The Lord is at hand. No matter how hard it gets. He said, let people know that you still on God's side. Don't denounce your faith because things get hard on you. You know, people are throwing in the towel. I told them, somebody got their towel raised. It's white, you know, that white towel means surrender. So you know, sometimes you waving your towel. They said, all I got to do, preacher man, is just throw it on in. One lady said, not only am I ready to throw in the towel, but I want to put a rock in the towel. So I hit somebody with a rock. That's what that sister said. So she said, not only am I about to throw in the towel, I'm going to put a rock in. I'm going to hit somebody with a rock. Somebody made that woman mad. You know what I'm talking about. They built this wall. 52 days they finished. But guess what? Nehemiah will spend the rest of his life trying to revive and to reform these people, the same one that was hand to hand with him, to turn back to God. He spent the rest of his life trying to get these people to turn back to God. He said, my people are called by my name. If they will humble themselves, turn from their wicked ways, then See, God said, if you turn, I will bless you. When he said, I'm going to heal your land, he said, I'm going to bless your work. Whatever your hand decides to do, it's all blessed. That's why James said, don't be just a hearer. He said, but be a doer of the word. He said, that man that is a doer of the word is blessed in all his deeds. He said, when you begin to obey God, eating service is just important as morning. But the faith few come back to eating service. Some folks, it's just hard for them to make it a first time. I know. But you got to work together. Hey, not to always agree. You might not even can see the vision, but you can work together. Long as ain't nothing wrong, I wouldn't tell you to work with something that was wrong. But if you can see the vision, work together, they work together to build a wall. But he couldn't get the people to turn from their wicked ways to God. Remember, after God brought them from the land of Egypt, and after they complained to God, and God said, I've come down to see about it. He brought them by a strong mighty hand across the wilderness. He came down to the Red Sea where it seemed like they were all hope lost, because Pharaoh's army was in hot pursuit. The mountain was on either side, and the Red Sea was in front of them. But then God caused the Red Sea to be dried up, and they came across on dry ground. And then when they got in the wilderness, after God had taken them through this land where Canaan was right across the street, but God said, I want to prove you. He said, I want to humble you. He said, I brought you out here to show you who God is. In other words, he said, I could have taken you to Canaan as soon as you come across the Red Sea. But he said, I brought you out here to humble you, to prove you that you would know that I am God. And then, as God allowed them to wander through the wilderness 40 years, their clothes didn't get old. Sandals, they still had the same sandals on their feet. But then, as they did all of this, they came out and they asked the question, can the same God that parted the Red Sea open up a table in the wilderness? They said, in other words, can the same God that brought us from Pharaoh's land across the Red Sea, can he open up a chicken jar in the middle of the wilderness? You know, they wanted food. They wanted water to drink. And then they said, well, can this same God that brought us across, can he take care of us now? I know y'all think I'm a preacher, I ain't finna do it. But he said, can this God that we serve, can spread a table in the wilderness? Can God make something out of nothing? Y'all get it? He said, can this same God that brought from the land of Egypt, can he spread a table in the wilderness? Can God make something out of nothing? And then I remember as Asaph told his story in the book of Psalms, he said that God had brought him from nowhere to somewhere. God had brought him across the Egypt land, led him about a mighty hand. He brought them to the Red Sea, and then as they went across the Red Sea, he said, the same God that brought them from nowhere to somewhere, they had the nerve to ask that same God, can he bring a table in the wilderness? Or can the God that we serve make something out of nothing? I tell you, God can make something out of nothing. He specializes in the thing that seems impossible. When you have an impossible thing in your life, when you have an illness that the doctor says you can't get rid of, so you bend your knees and get out on your knees and tell God all about it. And then he said, I know God, the same God that brought us out is the same God that's going to take care of us. I remember when the people didn't have no water. The same God that brought them out of Egypt said, Moses, speak to the rock, and the rock began to pour out water. Water began to come down like a stream, and the water began to gush out. The same God, they said, we don't have no food. The same God called man to eat angel food, because the manna fell from above and fell down on that camp like glue. Then they said, what is it? That's the reason why they call it manna. Manna means, what is that? They said, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try anyway. But you know the people, when they got down and God said, take some for the day, he said, don't store it, don't put it up, because it's going to start stinking on the toe. But you know the people, somebody wanted to get greedy. They wanted to take a little bit more than belonged to them, but then as they begin to take it, they begin to have this stink. So God said, that same God that brought us water from a rock is the same God that fed us angel food from above. And then they said, bread with no meat. We want some meat, Moses. So then the same God that brought them across the Red Sea, he gave them some quail cooked from heaven up. Y'all remember that?